Hey guys, it's here Liz from Lucha Libre Online, and I'm here at Venue Wrestling in the city of Fullerton, and I'm here with Sandra Moone. Oh my god. Guys, I have been dying to meet Sandra Moone for a cool minute, so let's take this moment in. But hey girl, thank you so much for giving us like 2 minutes of your time. You had a great match out there. Not only total badass, not only you were the one female in a match full of men. Like,
I know.
How crazy is that? How crazy is that? I know right now, if you are, in the larger brands, of course, you don't really see this intergender type of matches. How is it for you to be able to be recognized and be allowed to be in these, insane matches? Because some of these guys could be hella brutal, girl.
No, for sure. And I think especially with this match in particular, it's like when you think of like California wrestling, SoCal, like legends, like B-Boy, 20 some years. It's like, that's insane. Like I'm 21, just turned 21, and he's been wrestling for like longer than I have. Same with like Ray Rosas, and same with like Lil Cholo. It's like getting to like step in the ring with like legends like that. Like it is like they are really like men. They've been doing this for so long, but I think for me it's like it's just so second nature. I've been wrestling for 6, almost 7 years in November, so it's like I've kind of encountered it a lot. So it's like when I go to places like AEW or like Impact, of course it is like those select women's like wrestling, but honestly, like I love both of them so much, and I feel like I find so much enjoyment in wrestling new women and like getting to experience that, because it's like there's nothing that really compares to wrestling women when it comes to that. So it's such a nice like wholesome experience, and I think I just kind of cherish whoever I get to step in the ring with. But it's honestly pretty brutal. Like my body hurts, So, but otherwise, I think it's always such a great opportunity just to step in the ring with whoever I am able to.
Oh, I love it. And is there someone specific that right now you're thinking of that you would like to be in the ring with, or is there somebody that you have always wanted to be in the ring with and may not be possible at this time?
Oh, that's so hard. Because when I first started watching wrestling, like I was so into like independent wrestling, like PWG, and I think Candice LeRae. I think that's someone that's not that it's impossible, but definitely not one that I kind of anticipate getting like in the future, But you never know. But I think Candice LeRae would definitely be like that one that's like like that would be just such like an actual like dream match. But I think someone like that I think currently is like on the top of my list. That's so hard, because like I recently just faced Effie, which was like such an amazing one that I love Effie. But I think it's a tie between Kylie Rae and Rachel Ellering. It's just they bring such like a positive like energy and like vibe. So it's like anytime I've gotten to meet them, like they're just such amazing people. So I think, and like amazing competitors. So I think Kylie Rae and Rachel would be like my top right now.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Talking about, your different options, the different, women that you want to wrestle, I know that you debuted on AEW Dark not that long ago. It was actually over Double or Nothing weekend. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
I'm so excited for you. I was actually in the crowd.
Oh, thank you.
So going out there and seeing you out there and seeing you do your debut in, AEW Dark, what was that feeling for you being around, all that, amazing talent? Just as yourself, but what was that feeling like, knowing that you're just that much step closer to being in a dream match of the talent that you want to be in? And do you think that you'd probably be in a match where it's also intergender and you're not only wrestling females but you're also wrestling males like you do out here in the indies?
Yeah, so it was honestly surreal. Like that is the largest crowd I've ever like wrestled in front of. And so it was just like this brief moment when I was in the ring, and I was just like, okay, like I just made my entrance, and the ref was like, just soak it in, and I was just like, oh, like it was just kind of like a breath of fresh air, because like I've been doing like I've done like local TV, like such as like Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, so like but that's since I've like started wrestling. So like I've been doing at least like production based things for like a while, and I got to do like the Impact opportunity. So working TV style isn't like too foreign for me, but I think being in a locker room with like that much like capacity and that star power and like professionalism, because I haven't gotten the opportunity to like do like extra work for WWE yet, so it's like it's the first time I've ever experienced something like that. So it's actually like super cool and super surreal, and like just getting to like meet and like see like the minds of like all these like super awesome wrestlers like CM Punk or like Alistair, like it's like it's just crazy, because you're like, oh, and then like kind of getting to work one of like their one of their talents, and like she like it's just so awesome. And I think I'm sorry, I like kind of just trailed off, but I think, and like with the possibility of like intergender wrestling kind of becoming more normalized, I think like Impact's doing a very good job kind of like slowly transitioning into things like that and like kind of just incorporating it to like how they see best for like their product. And I don't think it's too far off with like AEW, like with Jade, like she just is like such like a strong force in there, like she is kind of just like taking it on. And I feel like things like that aren't impossible when it comes to like talent just will always overcome like the gender barriers that people really think that they're doing, you know, because I think Jade's stronger than almost a good chunk of everybody in that locker room. So, and it's like not even just limiting it to that. It's like these women just train so hard, like just to like kind of be like compared to, and it's like sometimes it's just like there isn't a comparison because sometimes like they're just like way more awesome and like way more capable. So it's like I think it's not too far off when it comes to intergender wrestling and sort of like main production. I could definitely see someone like myself doing something like that should the time come.
I love it. I love your energy. I love it, how excited you are for just the future of wrestling. Mm-hmm. You are the present and the future of wrestling and women's wrestling. So I love everything that you have been doing so far. And I am wishing you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much.
One last question that I want to go ahead and ask you, and it's just, what is next for Sandra Moone?
Oh, my favorite question. I honestly think a lot of traveling. I really want to I'm working on getting a passport, so I think that next step is definitely kind of making my way like out of the country, doing like maybe like a few tours, or like hopefully going to Japan or like the UK. I think that's something I definitely want to take that next leap into my career, like kind of just like sort of explore and see more of what's out there. Of course, like getting signed is always like, I really want that, you know, like I would love that should the opportunity come. Of course, I'm about to sign that little paper, but I think traveling seems to be what is making me the happiest right now. Getting to meet all like new people and like different faces, and like even see like more familiar faces, and just get to do all these like experiences with them. And like I think there's just a lot more joy that sort of brings me. So I think traveling is definitely something I want to explore, and eat yummy food and just do all that.
I love it. So if you had to go to one place right now to wrestle, where would it go? Where would you go? And what would be your meal to end the night?
To end the night. Woo. Honestly, this is gonna sound pretty wacky. I think it's the UK, where they eat like baked. It's more brekkie than it is at the end of the night, because I don't know really like what their specific meals are, but I think they eat like the beans and like the little crumpets, and I think something like that, like the little sausage. I think something like that is what I'm kind of in this for. I'm like, yeah, like I just want whatever. It's not even like I want to call it weird, but I think it just is so like unhinged, or it's like compared to what I would eat here. I think somewhere in the UK. I think the UK, and I want to eat some baked beans for brekkie.
There you have it, guys. There you have it.
Yes.
UK and some brekkie.
And some brekkie.
Alrighty, and I just want to go ahead and finish this off. If you want to go ahead and let our followers know where we can find you,
yes.
All your ads, your socials, and if you have any upcoming events that we can go ahead and see you.
Perfect. My Instagram is Sandra_Moone, and my Twitter is Sandra Moone Pie, and there's an E at the end of these moons. And where you can find me next, I think my two biggest matches right now are at Wrestle Prestige in Pomona. It's going to be me versus Maki Ito. And I run my own company, my own wrestling company in Las Vegas called Grap House. And if we're gonna have our next show September 9th at Ferguson's downtown in Las Vegas, Nevada. So I think those would be like my two main ones right now.
Oh, awesome! Perfect. Thank you so much. And
Thank
there
you.
you guys have it. Go ahead and follow Sandra Moone. And let me go ahead and finish this off, because you guys know we love to, get a little insider. Can you give us 2 fun facts about Sandra Moone?
Ooh. 2 fun facts. Okay, my favorite food, I love Hawaiian food, and spam musubis or katsu musubis are my favorite. And if there's one animal I could turn into, it would definitely be a house cat.
Oh, house cat.
But like the chonky ones. I would have to be a chonky one.
The ones that are well fed.
Yeah, well fed, and I just get a shoo.
So yes. From this entire interview, we know anything. If you guys come and see Sandra Moone, please bring her food.
Oh, yes, please. I love Rice Krispie treats.
Alrighty, there you guys have it. Thank you so so much, Sandra, for your time.
Thank
and
you.
thank you for allowing us to interview you and sit down with our Lucha Libre family. Aside from that, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. We're out from Fullerton at Venue Wrestling Entertainment.
Thank you so much for having me.